caliber. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from the bank. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lamar now from the gun. He's got Andrews. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Bateman hauls it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. Driving across the 15-yard line. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Over to Pittman on the sideline. Caught. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On first down, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it, and he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Third and short yardage here, Richardson. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Taylor now up the middle. Runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Gets this to Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action. Here's Jackson. Aguilar with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Connects with Bateman. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Second and 3 now. Here's Henry running left. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's caught beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. First down, here's Lamar. Andrews with the catch. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson's gonna throw again. This throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Starting from the 5. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw here from Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 48. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll throw again. Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 3rd quarter lead. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to see. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. No one around. He's got space. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And he gets them the 1st. Not the biggest gain on the reverse, but it got what they needed.
It's 1st downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Gets him 5 on the carry, but still a mile away on 3rd and very long. They just get the play off. He fires one deep down the middle. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd. Holt's going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Henry. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
He'll throw it. He's got Andrews. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They run it with King Henry. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens only up by a few. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw it. Look, and they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Colts will take over. Here he is to throw. Gets this one to Pierce. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Setting up to pass. Brought in right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. He's on the move.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And they get that clock just below 40 seconds to play. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. All right, now there's the timeout. So seemingly down to their final breath, they get the big play, Brock, and now a field goal forces overtime. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. This one from an even 40 yards out. The kick is good. He got it. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. Well, Brock, 4th quarter. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now with Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They send Aguilar in motion left. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
This is Henry on 2nd. Broke through the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another run for Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. Crashes through another one. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull in front. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. This one finds Taylor. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd and 3 now. from the 37. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he crosses midfield before going out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And they take him down right along the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Taylor makes the catch. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or two lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it, still able to get that first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So here's the Colts offense as they line up for another 2-point try.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Oh, big interception here. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. 40. Into the red zone. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.